for something as heavy as a Torterra, I feel like having that like fat pad, which maybe it may look like it has like a sort of fat pad or something, like on the back, like it actually looks
Of course,
like
subtle
an elephant foot.
surgeon.
They have like a, let me see, digital fat pad. Yeah, they have these like digital fat pads at the very back with their like 4 toes up front, and I feel like that's what that Torterra looks like. I could be tweaking, but that's just, yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Um, but I feel like since they're so big, they're not gonna be able to move fast, and that would just make them easy prey animals. But being able to have that fat pad, just like with elephants, they're able to feel predators, be able to know where the herd's going, be able to see what's actually happening in the environment, all those different types of things. So I feel like maybe that would be cool for them to have. I wouldn't be surprised if they had that, is essentially all I'm saying about that.
Spelled trouble for those living on his back. For some unlucky
See?
residents, it will take some work.
Poor guy.
Home.
Poor guy.
For everyone else, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Within the next few hours or so, this determined Torterra will finally arrive at his destination.
Like, you see how big that bee is compared to the flower?
Fresh water at last. But he's not the only one in search of a refreshment.
Oh, brother.
A female approaches.
Oh. Well.
Sensing a potential mate, he springs to life with a burst of agility and sets off in hot pursuit.
She does not want him. She does not want him at all.
Sadly, the Lady Torterra
Yeah.
doesn't seem very interested.
Yeah, she don't want him at all. He need to go back to get the water. He need to go back to the watering hole or whatever that was.
He may have failed this time, but he's more than happy to enjoy another rest.
Shout out him.
After all, there's no reason to rush. Perhaps slow and steady will someday work in his favor.
You know, shout out him. Shout out also Enlarged Kai. That was an insane video. I don't even know how you would even conceptually put that together. So shout out you for that video. I feel like it just filled, I don't even know, like filled my childhood cup just a little bit. Just a little bit. But now just want to dive into kind of like the story of how I had got into Gabon. I had gotten a couple of comments on one of my previous videos about what it took for me to actually go to Gabon, why I was there, and all things of that nature. So very, very long story short, I got word that there was essentially a non-human primate research facility or like operation that was going on that was funded by a company. However, some of the laws, rules, and regulations changed, and from that, the funding got cut. So there were a lot of non-human primates, whether it was great apes, like there were chimps, macaques, lots of other just monkeys in general. Whatever you think of, it was probably there. That had been having research done on them, so they had different diseases, had all these different types of things, but their funding got cut. So with that being said, they didn't have the food, they didn't have the staff to be able to keep up with their proper maintenance and things of that nature. So there's a whole initiative right now to try and figure out how to actually improve the welfare of these animals and potentially relocate them to an island. So when I got word of this, I was like, I absolutely have to go.